back to my channel. So in today's video I thought it'd be quite a fun idea to do a little Q&A for you all. So being new to YouTube, I just thought do a little get to know me video. I did post a questions and answers on my story on Instagram and I got a few questions from my followers, so yeah, I thought it'd be quite a fun idea. I've wanted to do one for a while. I see so many YouTubers do it and it's always so fun to see what the answers are. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So I've got all the questions on my iPad and I'm just going to slowly go through them and I'll answer as honestly as I can. So first question, how long have you been with George? So I have been with George, it will be 6 years in September this year. We've just moved out, as you might have seen in one of my previous videos. So it's all exciting, you know, starting these different chapters in life together, and yeah, it's just really, really nice. Do you think you'll stay living on the Isle of Wight? So most of you won't know, but yeah, I do live on the Isle of Wight. So growing up, I was born in Worthing. We call it the mainland, I don't know. I think some people on the mainland find it weird that we call it the mainland, but because we're the island, we say the mainland. Anyway, I'm going to stop saying that. Moved to the island when I was about 6, I want to say. But I moved back to the mainland and then I came back to the island again. So I wouldn't say no to moving back to the mainland, but we'll just see how it goes really. So George wants to be a fireman eventually, and jobs on the island are pretty low. It's quite a hard job to get into down here where there aren't many jobs going. So yeah, we're not saying no to moving off the island, but yeah, who knows. Hardest thing about moving out. So the hardest thing, I don't really know how to answer that, to be fair. Obviously it's a lot of money and it's quite stressful getting everything you need. Yeah, I don't know, and just adapting to different surroundings. I think growing up I've lived, like I said, sort of on the mainland, on the island, so I'm quite used to moving to different houses, whereas George has only really had a few different addresses growing up, so maybe that for him was quite strange. But yeah, no, it's not. It is really enjoyable and I would definitely recommend it to anyone. Next holiday destination. So me and my friend group are currently planning a trip next year. We're going to rent a villa and there's 8 of us, and yes, I think we're kind of thinking maybe Croatia. I've never been there, but I've always wanted to go and it looks amazing. It looks so nice. And also, one of my friends planning a girls' holiday, and I don't know if we're going to manage to do it this year or next year. So it's either going to be that or the group holiday. I'm not 100% sure yet. But yeah, so we haven't fully decided on a destination, but it's going to be somewhere hot and sunny. So that's all that matters. Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? So I would absolutely love to own a house. So me and George, before we moved out, we were saving for a deposit on a mortgage, and we were finding it quite difficult to save the amount that is needed for a deposit. Obviously, as most people know, it's very expensive. So we were so eager to move out, so we decided to rent and try and rent somewhere that's quite reasonably cheap, so we can still save on the side for a deposit for a house. And luckily now they're lowering the deposits to 5%, which I'm so happy about because it means buying a house is going to be a little bit easier. So yeah, I definitely would love to buy a house, and you never know, George might pop the question one day and we can start planning a wedding, which would be amazing. But yeah, no kids yet. We want to get married before having kids, so definitely want to get married within the next 5 years, hopefully. Just be more happier in myself and stop comparing myself to other people. I want to look back and be like, why were you comparing yourself to people? Like, you're you, just be you. So yeah, I definitely want to be more confident in myself, doing better in my YouTube channel. If you weren't a hairdresser, what would you do? So I've always said since leaving school that I would absolutely love to work with children. I've always said it, like my mum done it, my auntie done it, it's kind of in the family, like I just love children. So that sounds a little bit weird, but yeah, I do love kids. And I think it kind of helps the fact that I have always grown up with kids. I've always had baby cousins, I've had a baby brother, there's 12 years between me and my younger brother. So yeah, there's quite a big age gap. So I think that's quite nice because I was old enough to appreciate him growing up. So I can't even remember the question. Oh yeah, if you weren't a hairdresser. So I definitely think if I wasn't a hairdresser, I would work in a nursery or doing nannying or something like that, because I just think my love for kids, I could definitely put it into a job. So you never know, one day I might decide to do that and do hairdressing on the side. Okay, this question is slightly different. So would you rather never be able to travel again or never be able to meet new people again? I would definitely say never be able to meet new people again, only because the people I have in my life right now, I don't need anyone else. Like, I'm so happy and content with the people I have in my life that I just think, obviously meeting new people is nice, but I love my holidays so much, and there's so much of the world that I want to see. So I could never not travel again, definitely not. If you had to give up either your car or your phone, what would it be? Definitely would be my car. I couldn't give up my phone. I know that's so petty, but George can drive, so he can just drive me everywhere. That'd be great. But yeah, my phone, I couldn't give up my phone, and I think I could speak for a lot of people and say that you just become so dependent on your phone. Like, when I put it down somewhere and I can't find it, I feel lost. Like, it's really bad, but you just find yourself scrolling through social media, and I mean TikTok and Instagram, I spend hours on there daily. It's a bit of an issue, but yeah, I definitely couldn't give up my phone. Talking about weddings, would you like a big wedding or a small wedding? I wouldn't mind either, to be fair. Me and George obviously do speak about it occasionally, and like a big wedding would be absolutely amazing, and I would just want everyone there that I know, and so would George, and we'd just hire this beautiful venue, we'd have a massive party, loads of food. So yeah, a big wedding would be amazing. But with like a small wedding, you could go on holiday and do it on a beach, just you two, and do a party something after at home. Getting married abroad would be amazing. Like, it is a dream, but I would want all my family there and all my friends there, so I definitely would have to say that I'd rather a big wedding, and I think George would say the same as well. How many bridesmaids would you have? So I thought about this the other day, actually. I think, well, I don't have any sisters, so it'd have to be obviously all my closest friends. I wouldn't have a maximum number. I just think everyone that I'm closest to, all the girls that I'm closest to, let me count, hang on. I reckon maybe 6 or 7. Yeah, maybe 6 or 7, I think. Who are your top 3 male crushes? So, I mean, one's got to be Zac Efron. Everyone loves a bit of Zac Efron. He is so gorgeous. Like, I can't even deal. How is that man even a man? Like, how is he even real? My second one would have to be Johnny Depp. I don't know what it is about him. I think his character in Pirates of the Caribbean, just his his character and his personality, it's just really attractive. And I don't even mind him in looking like a pirate, to be fair, but yeah, not so much now, like the way he looks now, more the younger Johnny Depp. Yeah, and then my third one would probably have to be, it's really difficult to pick your top 3, but I definitely really fancy Tommy Shelby off of Peaky Blinders. I don't know what it is. Again, I think it's his personality and the fact he's like a gangster and a bit of like bad boy, I quite like it. But again, in real life, I'm not that attracted to him, so yeah, I don't know. Okay, Tommy Shelby in Peaky Blinders, not his real person, if that makes any sense. Where's the place you can be most relaxed? I'd probably say just on holiday. When you're on holiday, I just feel so relaxed, like the sun, knowing you don't have to get up for anything. You can just relax by the pool, you can relax on the beach, you can go get food when you want, you can just, yeah, do whatever you want. I think I can speak for a lot of people and say that when you're on holiday, you are just more relaxed. So I think it's because you don't have to work. Okay, this question, one of my friends wrote me this question and I said, do I really have to answer that? And he was like, yeah, you've just got to have some really hard questions to answer that are really stupid. So anyway, would you rather have hair as spaghetti or sweat mayonnaise? I think I'd rather have hair as spaghetti. Like, who would want to sweat and smell like mayo all the time? It's eggy. Like, it's such a stupid question. But anyway, that's for you, Cam. I've answered that question. I'd rather have hair as spaghetti. Again, this is another question from one of George's friends. How much do you hate Xbox? I could probably speak for a lot of girls and say that I absolutely hate Xbox. George turns into a different person when he's on his Xbox. He becomes ignorant. He's just so in the game and in the zone that nothing else in the room matters. Like, he shouts, oh, I just can't deal with it. And he spends like 3 or 4 hours on it at a time, on the phone to his mates. And yeah, oh, I just can't stand it. I mean, I bought it for him, so I can't really moan when he does go on it, because he says, you bought it for me, I don't have to go on it, but you bought it for me, so I do. So anyway, yeah, I'm not a massive fan. I don't stop him from going on it. I'm not that sort of person, like, do what you want, but as long as I have something to do as well, like being in lockdown, I don't want to just be sat in my room watching Netflix. Like, I get quite bored, and I definitely need to get out of the house like once a day at least. So when he's playing his Xbox in the day for like 3 or 4 hours, I get quite bored. So yeah, that's the only reason I think that I'm a bit like, okay, and the last question is, if you won the lottery, what would you do? So I'd probably buy a few houses dotted around. So I'd probably buy one on the island, I'd probably buy one on the mainland, and I'd probably buy one like a holiday home, or maybe a couple of holiday homes, depending on how much money you'd win in the lottery. I would definitely buy a nicer car. I think that is, like, a house and a car is just something you would definitely do if you won the lottery. And also I'd probably invest in something, like either houses or start my own business. I don't know what I'd start it in, but I've always said I'd love to have my own business. George has said the same, so maybe we'd start our own, like, food, not chain, but like our own restaurant. I think, so we're both quite big foodies, and nice cocktail bar, and like really, really nice food. Kind of between like top-notch fancy restaurant food and not fast food, but yeah, somewhere between those two. I don't know, but I definitely would invest in start up a business, yeah. And I mean, just buy loads of clothes. I absolutely love buying clothes, so if I won the lottery, I could have a whole new wardrobe and more. I would also, this is an important thing, I can't just be like me. If I won the lottery, I would definitely help my mum out. I'd buy her a house, I'd pay off all my family's mortgages, like George's family as well, I'd help them out. It just depends how much you win, but I wouldn't be that selfish. Like, yeah, you buy what you want to buy first, and then obviously you're going to have a lot left over, so I would definitely help my family out, you know, just give them a bit of money. But yeah, so that's all the questions done. I hope you really enjoyed this video. It was actually quite interesting seeing what people wanted to know, and yeah, my life isn't that exciting, but I hope you feel like you've got to know me a little bit better. If you have anything else that you want to know, just comment down below. and I will definitely answer them for you. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.